I find the truth. I find me in you. A truth beyond what you may see now. But when we are one, we bring more good about. No matter who or what you call yourself or where you come from, yeah. There is a place in this world with open arms right now. Welcome to love, welcome to peace, welcome to our community. Be who you are, let your light shine. We're so much more when we unite. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. See with new eyes, allow and unfold, embrace and let go, trust the flow. There's a freedom in love when you follow your heart. Together we are stronger than we could ever be apart. No matter who or what you call yourself or where you come from, yeah. There is a place in this world with open arms right now. Welcome to love, welcome to peace, welcome to our community. Be who you are, let your light shine. We're so much more when we unite. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. Breathe in and out. Slowly feel all that's around you. All that you feel, all that you know, let it go. Welcome to love, welcome to peace, welcome to our community. Be who you are, let your light shine. We're so much more when we unite. Yeah, when we unite. Oh, we unite. Yeah, yeah, when we unite. Yeah, yeah, welcome here. Love is welcome here. Peace is welcome here. You are welcome here.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Ocala. As we celebrate the winter solstice, aka Yule, yes? Yeah. I don't think we have any first-time visitors, do we? Have any first-time visitors today? Mm. Come on in. All right. Well, we do. I think so. We just called you in. Awesome, awesome. So I guess we'll do the whole welcome thing, right? Because everybody needs to hear it this morning. So welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Ocala. I am our resident inspirator, Reverend Cindy Grimes, and our mission here is to embody and share truth principles and spiritual practices that empower us to awaken to that power and presence that lives within and all around us so that we can facilitate spiritual healing and the elevation of our individual and collective consciousness. That's a whole lot of stuff, right? Basically, it means we come together because we want to live our best lives, right? And pay it forward, right? And elevate all of us at the same time. That's the idea. Welcome, welcome. And our vision is that we are a thriving New Thought community dedicated to spiritual growth and practice, sacred activism, and the transformative love that reveals our interconnectedness and oneness. That also says a whole lot. When it says that we are a thriving New Thought community, that's to say that there are other New Thought communities. Even here in Ocala, there's another New Thought community, but we're all over the world. And so even though you found this beautiful little gem and you think it's this, little secret here, we're all over the place. And we're dedicated to spiritual growth and practice, part of what we're going to do today. And this idea of sacred activism, which is the intersection of consciousness and action. It's really where we get beyond thoughts and prayers, right? Where we become the word and we become the deed in action. We're doing the thing, right? We're making things better in our little piece of the world, wherever that is. And our values, you can say them along with me if you would like. The wholeness of spirit, spiritual and personal growth, collaborative, synergistic community, abundance and prosperity, love and compassion, appreciation and gratitude, peace and balance, the power of freedom, diversity and inclusion, and generosity. Nice, nice. If those things call to you, you're in the right place. I think we're going to redo them this year. Just tweak them just a little bit. Because every year we want to make sure that we are representative of the community that is here and that we're showing up the way we say we are, right? The values, we don't just say the values, we really live them. That's why we say them every service. So what we're talking about this Sunday, and just so some of you, is there anybody who's first time in Circle besides our first time visitor? First time in Circle. Okay, all right, awesome. So every week is kind of a different focus. The first week of the month we do spiritual practice, which is a way for us to all be engaged. They're interactive activities. Second Sunday is the closest to a traditional church service, so people can sit back and be fed. And in our third Sunday, which is today, we do Circle Sunday. So I will give an overview of our topic for the month, and then at a point we're going to split out into small groups, and you'll get, again, to participate to the degree that you want. So, and then fourth Sunday is a mixed bag. So it's a little bit different. So some people have walked in the door and seen us in Circle and turned around and walked out. So I applaud you, especially our first time visitor. Yes, it's different, and for a lot of reasons, and which we'll go over in the slide deck. Yes.
How many people is it within your first 5 times?
Within your first 5. Mm-hmm.
Seriously though, like I want you to know you're not like that we all haven't been conspiring and now you're just. So there's a whole bunch of people that are coming
Yes.
back and enjoying it.
That's right. Kind of first timers or newbies, you know. It's awesome. I know when I was a newbie, I jumped in with both feet. I knew right away, like, this is my place. This is my place. Oh, fabulous. Yes, yes. All right, awesome. And with that, great lead in to this slide, which is we sit in Circle in its native practice, and we use it in a lot of different areas. But we just like to take a moment before we start to really acknowledge the native lands, and knowing that we are all on native lands, and acknowledging the indigenous people that were here and the tribes. I'm not going to try to say them, but we just take a moment of silence and acknowledge those that came before us. Thank you for taking that moment to ground. And so what we teach here, we're a center for spiritual living, And we teach a philosophy that is called the science of mind. It's also called religious science. A lot of different names, like an identity crisis we have here. I personally love Center for Spiritual Living without all the other stuff. It's true. It is evolving. And in fact, our theme for next year, the organization is open at the top. And I don't always do the theme, but I probably do it this year because I love that, right? The idea that we are continually evolving. So what we teach here is a practical study of consciousness and truth principles from all different perspectives. So there's psychology in here, there's leadership, there's philosophy, there is spirituality, science, like all of it, because truth is truth. Sometimes we say it from different angles or from different perspectives, but we're saying the same thing. So what we teach is how to harness and how to use our consciousness so that we can create so we can co-create with the Creator, right? And I mean, that's how we are created in the image and likeness of the Creator, is that we have that creative capacity. That's what our philosophy is. We're not trying to save people. We're not trying to convert them to anything. We're just trying to teach them how to use this incredible capacity that we have of our minds, right? So that's why we come together. So, y'all good with that? Awesome, awesome. So, why do we sit in circle? Yell it out.
No hierarchy.
No hierarchies. You can't hide. That is correct. No beginning, no end. I love that. Yes, circle is a container for our energy. Absolutely. And I'm repeating it because we're videoing so people can hear it online. Anything else? Cycles. Yeah, circles is and today, right? Cycle, right? We're coming the longest night, shortest day, and as soon as you hit that peak, it swings back the other way. Yay. Right? Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. So circle conversations provide value by fostering deep listening and respectful communication, building stronger relationships and increasing empathy. You know, my thought is that everybody here is a minister in their own way. Wherever you are in your world, that you're ministering to other people. And so we want to give you tools and understanding to be able to do that effectively. And circle is one of those things.
And it's
Mike.
And circle has been tried and true over centuries.
Yes.
It's the kind of medicine that has been, if you just watch it, now that we do this kind of thing, whenever three or more are gathered, you tend to end up in a circle. Especially if it's a really good conversation, you end up in a circle. And just watch it. It's really quite fascinating.
Yeah. I invite you to see yourselves as a walking circle. I do. When there's situations, you know, you get different perspectives. Yes, sir.
I think the experience that we seek in a circle goes back to early hominid history. And like drumming, I think it's almost neurological, built in.
Yes. And say your name when you get the mic, Cliff. We'll say it for
That's
you.
Cliff.
That's Cliff. And that's,
I'm Norma.
okay.
Who are you then?
Oh, I'm Donna.
All right. Yes, yes. I think there's the other things. I think we said everything, right? Symbol of wholeness, universality, shared power. You got another one?
Water droplets. Nature. I mean, water, you know,
Ripple effect.
Ripple
Yeah.
effect.
pools automatically, like,
It circles, yeah. Awesome. Fascinating. We are water. We are water. So the format is opening, which we've just done, and then we do either a meditative moment or some type of centering. We love music so much, and someone suggested last week, and I do listen to all your suggestions, that we have more music. So I thought for our centering today, we'd do a little music together. And then we'll do an overview of the topic, and then we'll break out into small groups. There'll be guidelines in there, and then we'll do a closing. Okay, we're all good? Awesome. So here's our song. And you all had little slips of paper. There is only one lyric to remember of this song, and so I put that there for you because it's a song in the round. So she'll start with one part of the song, and then they'll bring in another part, and just feel free to sing whichever part you feel called to sing. Remember how rounds work? You'll see when it gets started. You'll understand. Like a circle. Like a circle. How about that? What's that? A lot of these artists have been. Yes. There's a bunch of New Thought artists in this, and they have been here. We know them from Posse, and so it's like seeing friends on the screen. So it's really fun. But just get into it, let the song take you away, and let it be a beautiful earworm throughout your week. Do I need to do something? The redhead in the middle is Karen Drucker.
I am grateful, Karen Drucker and friends.
Oh, it didn't.
It didn't upload the video.
I'm sorry. I did do what it said to do. Sorry. It's on YouTube. Grateful? I'm not sure. I think it's just grateful. Karen Drucker, grateful. There you go, that one. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That's easy enough, right?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I promise in this moment to keep my heart wide open. With every breath I take, I'm grateful. I promise in this moment to keep my heart wide open. With every breath I take, I'm grateful. I promise in this moment to keep my heart wide open. With every breath I take, I'm grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. I
Well done. Well done. Isn't that a great earworm? Yes, yeah, 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 yeah. So, as I said, we're celebrating the solstice, the longest night, the shortest day, and as we swing back, and I think every culture has some type of teaching around that, right? We know that celebrations happen in those dark times sometimes. And so we want to reframe joy a little bit. I think people have some conceptions about what joy is. And during the holidays, I know is tough for folks. If you've had a rough year, people who've had losses, things that happen, and it sometimes can feel like everybody else is having a good old time, you know, and here I am in my misery, you know, in my pain. And so that can be difficult. But not everybody's happy all the time, even when we're in these moments of joy. And so we're just kind of digging into this whole idea a little bit. And so joy is not something frivolous. Joy is not an afterthought. In fact, I would argue that joy is kind of what makes life worth living. Right? Because we have talked about, you know, survival, so many people in survival mode. And last month we talked about death, dying, and immortality. So we know that none of us get out of this game here alive. So to have survival as a goal, I don't think is really a worthy, right? Is it enough? I mean, you know, it's not enough, right? Because we don't get out anyway, alive. Nothing is going to keep you here longer than is your time. Nothing's going to take you before your time, so you might as well live full out. Right?
Say that again.
I said none of us leave before our time, and none of us leave after. So live full out while you're here for however long that is. Right? Yeah, yeah. And who knows, maybe it does extend it, right? You're having such a good time. It's like, oh, let's let him hang out here a little bit longer. Right? You don't know. Joy is not frivolous. Joy is also not spiritual bypassing or pretending everything's fine. Yeah, sometimes we do that too, right? Just because you think that's what we're supposed to do. I don't want to be the one that drags everybody down. Well, life is not about that either. So you feel what there is to feel, the anger, the sadness, the whatever, but we're not meant to hold on to any of it, like a hot coal. You feel it, drop it. You know what you know what that feels like. You don't need to hang on to it. But you move through the emotion. We don't pitch a tent and stick in it and stay in it. And my understanding is like even things like anxiety, if you really allow yourself to feel it, it lasts like 90 seconds. Is that right, Miss Therapist?
Yeah, because where we get stuck in the anxiety is where we sit in it. And when we sit in it, and remember that, you know, it's stored in the body too. So we sit in it, we're actually like simmering in that and keeping our body and everything in it longer. But where true feeling is, when you let it pass through, you allow yourself to truly feel it instead of fighting it, because we often fight, you know, what's discomfort? Why do you don't want to be uncomfortable. So we fight it, and then we don't allow it to pass through our bodies, and it gets stuck. So I have personally gone from being a very anxious person to learning over the many years, and a lot of it with your help and the help of this community, to allow myself to feel my emotions, especially that anxiety, and sit with it, let myself be uncomfortable, and understand where it's coming from, and letting it pass, helping it leave the body, and then it's gone. It dissipates so quickly. I personally give it back to Mother Earth. I let it pass through, and I imagine it just, and the earth will just take it and disperse it so that it's not stuck inside of me any longer. So I would say, yeah. I do remember reading the 90 seconds, but personally I've actually experienced that, so I know it to be true.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I can remember one time being so overtaken. It was probably 2 hours of just sobbing, just crying, crying, crying. But then when it's gone, it's gone. You know, it's released. It doesn't come back in the same way. So this isn't about bypassing. You know, we're very much encouraging people to feel whatever it is that is needing to move through your system.
And I just want to say, as the nurse here, it's energy in motion, right? So you can allow the motion to move through a little easier. And I use things like the drum that I learned, that you can actually engage the body and move the energy through with intention. When you do different practices like walking, breathing exercises, things like that, you're intentionally moving that energy through. And then follow it up with water. Let your lymphatic system and elimination do its thing.
Thank you. See, we got all kinds of professionals in here to help us along. What was that? Go to a tree. Yes, grounding. Grounding. That's right. Yes, yes, yes. So joy is not reserved for easy times, right? We can cultivate joy even in the midst of difficulty. And you all have done it. I'm sure you have. We're going to talk about that today in Circle 2. So joy is, those are the things joy is not. Joy is a nervous system regulator, right? That's why it's so important to bring ourselves back to it. It is a spiritual discipline, right? We can cultivate joy. We can set intention to experience joy throughout our lives and throughout our days. So it can be a discipline, a practice. It's a spiritual practice. It's a form of courage. I think this one is interesting. I did a whole talk around this last year, I think it was, when we spoke on joy. Brene Brown, who's the sociologist, written many books, phenomenal. She says that joy is the most difficult emotion. It's like, wow, why is that? Isn't that interesting? And it is because it is the most vulnerable. That we have to allow ourselves to be vulnerable to really feel our joy. Isn't that interesting? Now, I don't know if any of you have ever been like me, where you have that moment of joy, and then the next thing is, well, it's not going to last. Or, or what if this all comes to a crashing end? Or, like you start doing this thing, the ego comes in, right? And there's even a name for that, foreboding joy. It's like as soon as you start feeling too high, too good, there's something's going to bring you down, or you bring yourself down, because then it feels like the crash is too much. You're going from too high to like down here. Is anyone?
I recently feel like I've been lucky enough to kind of surpass that because 3 times now it's happened to me since this summer. I actually am hanging out with people and having a really, really, really good time, and I'm feeling that full capacity of joy, and I get like almost like I'm on my tippy toes, and I go, oh my gosh, we have to do this again every single weekend. Like, we can't stop. And then in that moment, I realize, oh, this is never going to happen again, is it? And I don't get sad about it. Like, I remember, and I cherish that. And I'm like, oh, I was like, this is so, like, I know this is never going to happen again.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
And there's a reason to enjoy it even more. Yeah, right? Because you know it's not going to happen again. So
that makes the
let's bring it
descent
everything.
more pleasant, because then I can ease back into the moment and appreciate it for what it is.
And also knowing that joy is like an endless, because it is the essence of who we are. It is the fruit of the Spirit is joy, is one of the fruits of the Spirit. Go ahead, Ken.
Well, my problem's Ken, and
Your problems, Ken.
and for me, I found before I got in recovery and stuff, my highs were, and my lows were, like the lows, I used to bring a shovel so I could get a little lower. But with time, I've learned to even that out. Because when I was practicing yoga and learning about yoga, they talk about that. Yeah, any high is going to have its crash. You can't stay there.
Yeah.
So it's better, the more even you can stay, the better it is. And something I wanted to say, and I don't know why, and I don't know if it's part of the topic, but today I love problems. I used to hate problems. Today I love problems because today I understand that problems are the first step in the solution. Can't have a solution without a problem. Can you?
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's a little bit of a paradigm shift, but yes, I agree. Yeah. Challenges, breakdown is just the other side of breakthrough. Right?
I forgot to say I'm Christina with a K, and that's it. That's a first.
All right, and then joy is also refusal to be reduced by fear. Now, how many of y'all are feeling a little bit of the fear around the things happening around us and the anger, like all of the stuff happening in the world, right? So it's like to live in joy and to enjoy your life and to bring it, like that's resilience, it's resistance, it's a whole lot of stuff. Like to not allow ourselves to be dictated by what is happening in the world, that we get to choose. What was that?
Joy is a rebellion against fear.
There you
and
go.
I'm Michael M.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so the importance of joy during challenging times. Fear thrives in isolation. So kudos to everybody who got themselves out of bed to come here and hang out today, right? Any of you ever feel that isolation, and it's so easy to get in that downward spiral and be taken over by the fear and the anxiety and all that. You got to get out and be with people. So don't let yourselves be in fear. Joy reconnects us, right? Joy, celebration, circle, all of that. Laughter restores perspective. I did a deep dive into this, and last week talked about the comedians, and that Jewish comedians in particular, because I noticed that there's a lot of them. So I asked my buddy ChatGPT, is this for real? Is this a thing? And it said, in the 70s at least, I think the numbers have changed a little bit, that while Jews represented 2 to 3% of the population, they represented 70 to 80% of the comedians in America. And then, of course, you want to know why. Well, it was because, at least one of the theories was possibly and probably all of the tragedy, and heartache that has happened in that community, especially in the Holocaust. But, there were people that were doing their comedy shtick in the camps. There were people that were singing and having celebrations, even in the midst of something like that, so horrific. Because they had to, because that was the way to hang on to their humanity. So laughter is another great way to release, and help to restore your bigger perspective. And then celebration reminds us of what's important, right? Why we come together. It's in celebration. So I think I've talked enough. We're gonna get ready to go into our circles. Like last night. Oh my gosh, yes, Rosemary. It was so fun. Who was here last night? Raise your hand. It was such a good time. Oh my goodness. The kids had a great time singing. We sang. We did our prodigal daughter. We had fire spinners. We did. We did. Yes. Yeah, it was wonderful. It was so much fun. And one right here. Yes, didn't know you had all that talent. It was amazing. Such a good time. Yes, yes, both of you with the hula hoop. Fire spinning.
And then also, I led people in receiving a Christmas.
Yes, it was beautiful. It was really fun. So thank you, everybody. And, we'll do it again next year. But, there'll be other celebrations between now and then. All right, so what happens now? We're going to break out into circles. You've got the basic guidelines, what we're going to talk about. So in the circle, always mutual respect, maintaining confidentiality. People share their stories, and we want to make sure that it is a safe space. So that means what the learning leaves, but the stories stay. Don't share other people's stuff. Embody brave space. Again, you have to, that courage, right, that it takes. So you don't have to speak. You don't have to. You can always pass. But I think the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. And we create brave space by doing these things, right? By being respectful and maintaining confidentiality and all of that. Be present. Y'all know what that means, right? That means let go of everything that came before. Nothing that's to come later, and just be here now. WAIT, wait. Correct. Some folks need to reel it back because some of us like to talk and some of us don't like to talk as much. So why am I talking? If you tend to talk too much, reel yourself back in. Or why aren't I talking? If you're not a big talker, put yourself out there a little bit, okay? Oh my gosh, the time has flown already. So we'll be mindful, more mindful of the time. And groups will be meeting, like there'll probably be 2 groups in here, there'll be groups outside, maybe a group in the hall. So just be mindful as we come back together again that some groups might not be finished sharing. And then the parking lot is for things that come up that might not be relevant to the conversation, but you know, maybe we can talk about it later. Okay? All right. Circle is not for lecturing. I've already done that part. It's not for persuading people to your point of view. This is super important. It's not for giving people advice. So you're going to have circle prompts, and you're going to speak from your perspective. And someone else might say something, and you might feel like you have just the answer for them, or you want to help them out with something, but that's not what this venue, what this experience is for. Okay? So keep your advice to yourself. It's also not therapy, though it may feel very therapeutic for folks. It's not therapy either. So let's just be mindful that we want to hear from everybody in the circle. Okay. Circle is for providing structure and a process for conversation. I think that showed up earlier in the slides too. Self-regulation, self-awareness, and shared learning, shared leadership. We learn from each other, and that's what I love about Circle. All right, so let's count off. How many people do we have? About 30? Do you want to 5? We could do 5. So count. Okay, yes, so 5. So we're going to count by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Go ahead.
How many leaders do we have?
I didn't ask people. We'll figure out when they come.
Okay. So 1, 2.
Not counting me. I'm going to float.
Count low.
1.
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4. 5.
Awesome, awesome. And I will be floating. How about that? Okay. And the 2 tech guys.
Does anybody online?
Just flow into the circle. Do you want to? I can be 1, 2, 3. Wherever you want to float into.
Wherever they want to go.
Okay.
Inside. Two are inside.
1. Who are my ones? Let me find out what
Here you go. Question. Here you're leading. 2. Where's Christina? Christina.